Hello and welcome to Stamping and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. I'm Cheryl Diana and today I'm going to show you at least one fun fold card, and hopefully I've managed to do two this time. I'm continuing using the Perennial Lavender Design Series paper and the painted lavender stamp set and dies. So let's go and create. So I'm going to start off with a piece of basic white thick cardstock. I've cut it in half lengthways, so that's 10.5. I'm now going to score it in half. Whoops, banging about a bit today. At 14.8. No, 14 point. Let's do 14.85. I'll score that, and then I'm going to do it at 7 point. I'm just working out 7.4. So I've got a card that I can fold in half, like so, and then I can fold this bit back. Okay. Next, I'm going to cut a piece of basic white cardstock. Where's my little pack? Why is it when you get stuff out and then you can't find it? There we go. And I'm going to cut a standard matte layer. And I think I've got one already done. Let's just check. No, that's a smidgen too small. So let's just cut a matte layer. Here we go. So 2 bits. So let's just cut. So a standard matte layer will be 10 centimeters by 14.3. So that's standard matte layer. I think I might use that smaller piece because it actually looks better on here. Okay. But then I might again use a bit of coloured cardstock just to brighten it up a bit. So put the front bit to one side, and I'm going to just bone fold these bits. So this will be a basic Z card. Okay. So now I'm going to do choose our designer series paper. So I want to use the purple background one, I think. This one. Or do I go for that one? Let's go for this one. And I'm going to do a single layer, I think. So much choice with all these colours. So I might go for the Highland Heather one, because that's just a little bit lighter than that one. So let's have this set these bits out and shoot a bit out. So how does that look? If I put that on there and that's on there. No, don't like that. I think I might go and use. I'm still tempted to go for the green. I am, which will be fine, and then I can bring in Boss Lagoon, which is a lovely bluey green. And I do like that. So I'm going to have to see how that looks. That looks better. That's better. Right. So now what I need to do is now cut a first matte layer for these. So for here, here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this bit first. So that'll be 10 by 14.3. Okay, oops. 14.3. Just gonna put that back there. So I'm going to be sticking that there. Looking good. Now I need to do this bit. So I know it's 10 there, and that was 7.4. So I'm going to do it at 7 and 7. I think. Let's just check if that's going to look all right. Yes, that does look all right. Maybe just a smidgen off of it. So 6 point. There we go. Check I've got no fluffy edges. That's better. So this is 6.9 to fit my measurements then. I think that one can go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down those measurements because they're not my standard ones that I remember. So we did it 10, 6.9. So I need to do another one. It's 9.5 by, and we're taking off 5 millimeters, so that'll be 6.4 centimeters. So I put that over there, and I'm going to use this paper. So I want to cut it. That's not be wide enough. So I'm going to cut it here at 9.5. No, 9.5. Let's cut it into. I'm thinking 9.5. I need it to be. So I'm just going to cut these bits so I'm not wasting as much card and papers. And then this was 9.5. I have done it wrong. Oh dear. Right. I need to be going that way, not vertical like that. Doesn't matter because I can use that for something else. So I need it to be 9.5 this way. No, I've done it wrong again, haven't I? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's 9.5 that way. It's obviously not going to be a good morning for me. 6.4. Right, there we go. Cut on. Right, there's one bit done. Yes. Yep. And I'm going to do another bit the same. So for that to be 9.5 that way. No. Yes. I'm confused now. Yeah, it is 9.5 that way. Oh, I can't believe that. And then this has got to be 6.4. I always find it harder when I'm not using the standard mat layer sizes. As you can see, I get muddled. But I've got a nice pile of scraps I can use to make a card. And then I need that bit going with that with that. And that bit there. It's looking good. So I just want to knock this one down a bit. So pop that there. Get organised. That there. That goes with that. That goes with that. There we go. And I need some white. There we go. There's a bit of white. And I don't want it quite as wide on it. I've got a couple of bits that I've already cut out. That size looks all right. Another bit same size? No, another bit same size. So my mat's going skew with today. Oh, it has been a bit of a rushed morning this morning, but the sun is out. So that's 8 by 10.5. Let's just go. I'm cutting the same size because I want to have a white bit in the middle, and that was 8. Go. So I'm going to have a piece going there, which will be hidden by that one. And I'm thinking, do we have? I might put in a patterned some of that paper again. So get a new sheet out. That's fine. And that was 8 by. Let's just cut it. Let's just cut it down there. No, I've cut it wrong again. Oh dear. Right, we want that to be 8 across 10.5. 10.5. Right, there we go. By 8. How does that look? No. Right, let's start again. So that was 10. That's 10. Roots wanted 9 by 10. My brain is just not working today. Where's my little list? I have to look it up. 13.8. That's what I want. Oh dear. No, I definitely cut that bit wrong as well. Oh, this is terrible. I've actually cut up all my bits. Oh no. That's not a very good morning, is it? So I'm just going to have to do it like this. But what I will do, because that green Lost Lagoon looks a little bit flat, I'm going to emboss it with one of the 3D embossing folders, basics ones. I'm going to go for my favourite one, which is the cross-hatched one. That just breaks it up a bit. So I'm just swapping my plates over. Right. That looks better. And then that bit can go on there. We can have this here. Put those bits on. And then that bit there can go on there. And then we can stamp that bit. Right, let's stick some of this down then. Now I decide which way down I want them. Whether I have the nice bit like that or like that. I think I'm going to go for the textured side. Sometimes these folders only go one way, but other times you can use them whatever way you want. This is really good. So here we go. Stick that down there. Now stick our designer series paper on. that. And do this one. You can always use a coloured card base if you wanted to. Oops. Do that there. There we go. Then we stick these on these panels here. Put that there. And then put this one on this end here. Like so. I'll put that to one side. Now, we know we're going to need one piece there. And we need one piece here to go on the front. Now, I think I'm going to matte layer that one up because it does look quite stark against that. So let's cut a matte layer for it. And that just happens to be the right width, which is good. So I need to cut it at 8.5. Here we go. So that will go like so, and then that will go on there. So now we need to do something on the front. So using the, I think we might do something a little bit different. I think we might use this grass one and the butterflies, just to be really different and to make sure that we use all the stamps, which I haven't used those ones yet. So let's do the grass. Let's go. That one's a bit too small for it, isn't it? Well, no, that'll fit on it. Get a scrap of paper, because I know I will definitely be stamping along the bottom. Stamp mat. And let's have some Lost Lagoon grass. Just to bring that colour back in. So it's like a meadow, and we've had no mow May. Fortunately, I think it's no mow May and June, because the grass outside my house is quite long. Let's pop that on there. There we go. Quite pleased with that. And then I'm going to add what's that one go with? No, I'm going to add, just laying these down. Yeah, that one goes with that one. So I'm just going to add a couple of stems, I think, and some flowers. Definitely want the butterflies. So I'm going to stamp this. I'm going to do it like so. Let's make them a lot. And then just another one here, I think. Like that. And those flowers I'm going to do using Highland Heather, just to bring a bit of colour into it. So where did I put that other stamp? Oh, there's no. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. So I'm just going to just see how dark that is. That's quite nice. So it does have, if I put it the right way round. Which way round does it go? It goes that way. It doesn't really go that way, so let's have a think. Let's do it like that. I might redo this again because I'm not really happy with that flower. And then the butterflies I'm going to do using the same Highland Heather. Up there. And then I want to do one. So I'm just going to stamp one. Get a bit of a post-it note because I want one to go there. And then I'll this little one to go there. And then I have a sentiment in the middle. So what will I do for my sentiment? So we have lots of lovely sentiments. So I'm going to go back. Let's use the Simply Said. So we're using the same one all the time. And I quite like this Just a Note or Birthday Wishes. Just a Note is probably going to fit one of my circles, guys. So I actually punched out some of the shapes because I couldn't remember which way they go or which size they are. So just that one go on that. That one will fit on that, and then we can have that one there. And it can go there. So I'm thinking we need Boss Lagoon again. So we're using the 2-inch hole punch, circle punch, like so. And I need a bit of white. That's this size. So let me see what I've got scrap wise on my desk. I got in here. Here's one that I've been cutting circles out before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stamp that, and I'm going to use the purple again, the Highland Heather. So let's stamp that on down the bottom here a bit. There we go. And then punch it out. Now, that top bit is not quite so dark as I wanted it to be. So let's do it again. Make sure it's really inked up this time. And then we're going to go this way. That's better. There we go. A little bit, I think. Right, so we can now start assembling the card. So just put that one to the side, and let's stick this one down here. Glue. Sometimes when the weather's really hot, this glue gets extra runny. So luckily it's not that hot today. And then what we need to do is, because I'm only going to want glue on this side of it, I'm going to just do it on this half, but not quite halfway, because I'm not sure how wide, and I don't want to end up with too much glue hanging over. So, and then what I do is, I try to center it in the middle of the whole card. So like so. That's it. So then it lifts up like that, and you can see that I only glued up to about there, so it hasn't come over. And then what we can do is pop some glue on here. Like so. And then what I do is I hold it. I can just show you. So I'm holding it underneath the front flap, because I want the front flap to cover it, and then lay it down and then close the card on top. And that way you know that your piece there will be covered by your front flap. So let's do the sentiment. Let's just do that. I'm going to raise it up on dimensionals. So do this. Now I think it needs a little bit more, a little bit something more. It's going to go there. Or does it need, or does it need anything more? Let's just go with that, I think. I've got all my dimensionals and stuff out, and I go back to where they're normally kept. So let's plonk some dimensionals on here, and I like to make sure that it won't sag in the middle. So I use a few more dimensionals. Like so. And then just put that there. And then using the purple shimmer, fine shimmer. I always forget that fine shimmer. I'm going to use some of the Highland Heather dots, and let's just plonk this on there. Let's put one there, and another one there. Okay, so that is, put these back in here so I don't lose them. That's our first finished card. So let's have a quick tidy up. Pop that card so I don't lose it, so I can show you it at the end. Put those there. And give the stamps a quick clean. So the next card I'm going to do is a bigger card. So let's not do that. Use that one. No, I'm not using that. I'm going to do a different variation to the Z-fold card. So I need another strip of basic white thick. That's basic white standard. White thick. Cut in half again. And scored in half again. This time I'm going to cut 3 centimeters off the bottom. Or should I do a bit more? I'm probably going to do it 3.5. And then 3.5 from that end. So I've now got a card with a very small flap and a bit on the bottom. Okay, and then this bit will pop in the middle. Now I may want to do a slightly longer piece, which I will do a slightly longer piece. So taking this bit here, let's cut it down. So that is 8 centimeters. And I want it to be, see how far I want it to go down. It's about there. Which would make that so 12, make that easier. Okay. So here is my, let's bone folder this. That's going to go on the bottom there, and then that's going to go like that. So let's get that out of the way. Put that on so I don't lose it. Right. Have a bit of a drink. So let's use some more designer series paper. So can I use those scraps up this time? Right. Certainly for these bits here, we can use those scraps up. See, I obviously prepared them knowing I was doing this card. So here we go. It's 3.5. So I want it 3 by 10. Move that mat out of the way. And I'm lucky that is. So I'm going to cut that down to 6 because 2 lots of 3 is 6. And cut this down to 10. And cut it in half at 3. And line that up, make sure it's lined up. There we go. So I've got 1 for that one. Like so, and then 1 for the top up like that. Okay. Now I'm going to, so I'm happy with that like that. And then I'm going to, we'll stamp something on here, but I want to do another Lost Lagoon mat for that one. So So yeah, that will look all right. So finding my Lost Lagoon again, cardstock bit. I'm going to have to go that way. Okay. So that we said was 8 by 12. So I'm going to cut it 8.5, 12.5. So let's do some 12.5. And 8.5. And then that will go on there, like so. And then that will go on there like so. Okay. So now we're going to stamp this. So go back to my scrap paper. I want to stamp it that way around. So this time I'm going to go for these ones again because I do like them. So, and we could always die cut them as well if I wanted to, but I'm just going to stamp them this time because we can. And then I'm going to use one of these ones. So I'm going to fit on. No, I need the next box size up. So let's do these in Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to put just going to put some of these in. But I'm actually going to stamp it off as well. Stamp it off first, so it's more subtle, like so. I do like that, yeah. And put that one down here. There we go. And then we are going to do this one again. I think I'll stamp those off as well. I want the middle one to be quite tall. And then the next one a bit smaller. I'm going to do it at an angle because plants do not always grow straight up and down. And then I'm going to do that one like so. I'm going to use Highland Heather and Fresh Freesia for the other two bits, the other two flowers. So let's put that one on there. There's the other one. I've lost it. How can I lose it? No, I haven't lost it. It's because how they are on the back sheet is not the same as the front. So I'm going to set this one there. So I'm going to do I think I'm going to do the main flowers in Fresh Freesia. Oh, at least two of them anyway. I'm going to put that down a bit. So I'll put that there. I'll put that one there. And then put this one over the top. Like so. And then we're going to clean them before we swap the colours over. And then we want this one in Highland Heather. Just try a bit. And I'm going to stamp that one off because I don't want it quite so dark as it is. I want it more of a nice light colour. There we go. I'll do the same. We'll stamp off this one as well. There we go. I did that same colour. Let's do it again using the other colour. It's fine. Because this one will just be more of a fluffier, sort of much more fuller. Pink. Oh, there we go. Still didn't come. I definitely did it in that colour. Maybe if we just do it straight on. Yeah, that is. You just see it slightly different. Okay. And then what I might do is add some of the leaves down the bottom here, because I've got lots of white space here. So I'm going to do one. And why am I doing it purple? Right. Okay, clean it. Right, so I think that is the third mistake I've done. Now I've got to try and find, there it is. So there, I lost Lagoon. Right, try that a bit. Right, it's better. So let's just check that. Yeah, that's fine. So let's just do, it in the middle as a full one, and then to the side as a single one. And then let's do piece of this one going that way, and fill that bit in with that one. And then let's do a bit this way, and then do another bit in the middle there. That looks better. And then we might, no, let's not add another one there. Just leave that there. So you can see how by stamping off that you can get different tones of the same colour. And then what we're going to do, we're going to add some more of our pretty butterflies. Here we are. Add some of those. So I'm going to do a mixture of both. So I'm going to do one at a time. So let's just use that bit just in case. I've got a bit of ink on there, so I want that one. Let's go about there. There we go. And then we're going to do another one about there. And we'll have a third one. Third one here. There we go. And now we want a sentiment. So using one of the little bits that I have cut off. Sentiment here. Let's pick a Let's do a thank you one. Let's do thank you. Thinking of you. Will that fit on there? Let's do thinking of you. That covers loads of different things, doesn't it? So, and we're going to go for the Highland header for that one. That's good. Right. Let's pop this on here. It's not quite straight, is it? Out by smidge. It's better. And that will fit on there nicely. So let's just cut this one down. Let's cut that down to 4.5. That's better that bit. Pop that to one side to use later. If the other one was 4.5 long, it used to be 5. Like so. And then we're going to stick these all on. Move it across a little bit. That's it. Lined up. Do this one. Like so. There we go, like that. And we stick these bits on. So you could have added a matte layer to these as well, or just left it how I'm leaving it. You could use a coloured card base and then add a white layer in the middle so you can write on it. But I do love how these colours go together. They do look really nice. Just like that. There we go. So now the fun bit. We want just a bit of glue there. It's on this bit. Like so. And pop this in the middle of the card. Like so. And then we want a little bit on this bit. And then what we're going to do is make sure we get the leaves going the right way up. Line that with the bottom of the card and then put that down. Okay, that's good. And then I think I might sneak in a strip of Lost Lagoon again. Because I'll then just no, maybe not. Maybe just leave it how it is like that. And then add the sentiment to the bottom of the card, like so. Pop it there. And then add some of the purple shimmer dots again. I'm going to go for the smaller ones, I think. There's my take your pick tool. So I'm going to go for, I feel it needs something about there. I might use darker ones. That's lost its glue dark, so let's use the darker one. There we go. That looks better. There we go. Move that out of the way. So today we have made 2 cards. We've made a Z fold card with a space to write your message on using Highland Heather and Lost Lagoon inks and card. And then on this one we've used basic white card base again with a Lost Lagoon matte layer, Lost Lagoon matte layer for the sentiment. We stamped first generation, second generation, which means you stamp it once either on the card or on paper and then stamp it onto the card. So we've now got a darker shade and a lighter shade, so it looks like it's got more depth. We did the flowers using Fresh Freesia and Highland Heather, both stamped off, and then we have made a card that will sit like that. So there's the 2 that we've made today. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing me make these cards and the mistakes I made. But we rectified them all, and we've now got 2 simple fold cards that anybody can make. So if you like the products you've seen, my shop link is going across the bottom of this screen, and if you have any questions, visit my website cheryldiana.co.uk and ask questions there. Until next week, have a good time and keep stamping and crafting. Bye.